are coming to you live from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, where today the Cardinals and Lady Cardinals will play Kilgore College in a Region 14 doubleheader. The women's game is about 13 minutes away from getting started. Then, of course, the men's game will follow afterwards. I'm Benny Rogers, the Sports Information Officer here at Trinity Valley Community College, and I'm joined, as always, by Jason Larson, the Public Information Officer here at Trinity Valley Community College. And Jason, when we last left folks last year on our last webcast, the Lady Cardinals are on their way to a third national championship. They're back this year. They're 15-1. They're ranked number 3. They're 7-0 in the conference, setting the pace going after a 14th straight conference title. They got Kilgore College in town today, 5-10, 2-6, struggling just a little bit. And while the Lady Cardinals are maintaining their winning ways, it's a slightly make-up different Lady Cardinal team.
Yeah, and I think, Benny, that's something that's exciting, really. When you think about it, of course, you always want to keep that same cast in place if you can, but at this level, it's just so hard to do that because you've got them for 2 years and then they move on, and sometimes after one. So the team that you've got on the floor is a lot different from the team you have last year, just in terms of personnel. So it's been fun and interesting to watch how this team is kind of gelling together, and, of course, they've, like you said, 15 of their 16 games so far this year, and all eyes are always on the Lady Cardinals, and so I know fans are super interested to see how this team is gelling, this team is coming together as they get ready to push for that conference championship and then look to move beyond.
Yeah, the difference between this team and, say, last year's team is always unfair to judge this year's team, any year's team against the previous year. This team is good, not quite as deep, and they're going to win games. They may not win them by 25 or 35 points, but they're going to get those 5 to 12-point wins surely on a consistent basis.
Yeah, definitely. I think that, fans definitely get caught up in that. They get used to a 25-point blowout victory all the time, and then you kind of come to expect that. But really what you want to look for, I think, Benny, one of the key things you want to look for is how the team is responding in adversity. When you're in those close games, how is the team mentally handling it? How are they staying together? Again, I kind of use that word cohesive, but, are they sticking together? And it's really more about where they're going to be eventually. Maybe even at this moment they're still working on doing that. So what you want is by the end of the season, as they get into that conference tournament, you want them to be solid, a rock-solid group, and you want them to be able to handle that adversity to the point where they know, hey, we can make this happen. We've just got to work through it.
Absolutely. And we saw that Wednesday night here at home when the Lady Cardinals played San Jack, nationally ranked San Jack, number 15. They trailed 67-60 very, very late in that game and wound up winning 77-72. It's just something championship teams and teams that are of championship caliber do.
Yeah, you've got some of that DNA, obviously, a lot of that DNA that's ingrained in the program. But it's like you say, just like you can't judge one team or compare one team to the previous team, too, you can't expect new players to show up. And they understand what the Trinity Valley name means and what it means to play, but you still got to learn that. So this is where you learn it. You can do all you want in practice. You can have 6-hour practice if you want to, but you're going to find your biggest lessons are learned in the course of a game when you're learning how to do all those things.
Absolutely. The Lady Cardinals, as we mentioned, come into today's game 15-1. They're 7-0 in the conference. They are averaging 76.7 points a game and giving up 43.4. So that part of it hasn't changed. The scoring's down a little bit, but the defense has stayed the same.
Yeah, and obviously that's one of the big things that Lady Cardinal teams have hung their hat on is defense. So you like to see that.
Absolutely. And that goes all the way back to when Joe Kerr was here, through Kurt Butke and through the rest of the coachings that have come through the Lady Cardinal program. The Lady Cardinals have always prided themselves on playing the best defense in the conference, and the Lady Cardinals are certainly doing that this year. Kilgore, we mentioned, is 5-10 overall, 2-6 on the season. They're averaging 58 points a game and giving up 57.9 a game. So you can just kind of see how their scoring attack is really balanced versus their defense right now.
Yeah, no doubt. And obviously, games sometimes get going, and this could be a high-scoring affair, and, they're going to score beyond that. But that's certainly a great gauge for what you might be seeing today.
We're very excited to have you join us today as we start I think this is our 6th season of webcasting basketball games here by the Cardinal Sports Network. We will have the men's game, as we mentioned, to follow this one. That will start approximately 6 p.m., so we hope you'll stay with us for that game. The Lady Cardinals, we mentioned, Jason, were in trouble a little bit here at home. Well, a lot of trouble at one point Wednesday night against San Jacinto, but they did win 77-72, and that was their 64th straight home win and their 61st straight conference win.
Yeah, and that's, when you were talking about defense, it makes me think of intimidation. And also, it's intimidating to come into this building. You're almost playing a 6th, 7th, 8th defender sometimes when you're in this building, especially when you get it full and you've got a lot of the student body in here, which we'll have, obviously, when school gets back in session. So it's a tough place to play, and it's just intimidating.
And San Jack caught a break Wednesday night, as I believe Kilgore is today. Our students aren't back on campus yet, so all our groups aren't here. And you'll see the Cardettes are here across the way. They're always here. And our cheerleaders are here today. But the students aren't here. The football team's not here. They can make this place really loud. But I really thought that Wednesday night against San Jacinto, with the fan base basically being what was in the building and not the outside groups, that the fan base near the end really got into the game and gave the Lady Cardinals a lift.
Yeah, well, there's certainly some awesome fans that you're going to see these faces, at the games all the time, and they've just got great support. So that's obviously a strength, whether you've got students here or not.
They got a late arriving crowd here at Cardinal Gym today, but no doubt it will fill in as the game time gets closer. There'll be some folks from Kilgore make their way over. I got to tell you, though, since the first of the year, this is the prettiest day we've had and the warmest day we've had. It was 66 degrees when I came in the gym about 2 o'clock. And I know folks back in other parts of the country have experienced far harsher winters than we have already. But we didn't get out of the 40s to the 30s there for the first 14 days, so that's very uncommon for this part of the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's just been nasty. It's great to see the sun come out and hope that also encourages a nice big crowd here today.
Well, one thing about it, neither team will be able to go real deep into their bench today. The Lady Cardinals, of course, are down to just having 9 players suited out, and I was visiting with Coach Roy Thomas, the legendary Roy Thomas at Kilgore College, and, of course, a lot of folks remember him from the years back from 83 to 94 when he was the men's coach at Tyler Junior College. He's down to 8 players currently. So you won't go too deep on your bench, and I know both teams are probably hoping that the officials swallow their whistles today.
Well, that's a tough thing, too, to have 8. I mean, obviously it doesn't sound like it's much less than 9, but when you're talking about legs and being able to keep up with an attack like Trinity Valley has where they're going to run you to death, man, that one more person can make a huge difference.
It sure can, and you're talking about how many minutes you can factor into that extra person, but it guarantees you 5 more fouls, too, if you get in foul trouble. And a lot of times that's what coaches protect more necessarily than the playing minutes. But you can see the Lady Rangers are on the floor right now still doing a shoot-around. They've gone through their warm-ups. This is just kind of a little shoot-around. The Lady Cardinals have gone back inside for some final instruction from Coach Gerald Ewing, who's in his first year as head coach of the Lady Cardinals, yet he's no stranger to the program. He was an assistant coach in each of the last 2 years on Elena Lovato's staff. And, of course, all the Lady Cardinals did those 2 years was go 72-2 and win 2 national championships.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. But Lady Cardinals, as we said, they still are, as their defense goes, the Lady Cardinals are going to go. One thing you'll notice about this year's Lady Cardinal team, I might add, is there's not that explosive score necessarily that you can count on for 20 to 25 points, but yet the scoring has been very balanced this year. In one game you'll have a kid go for 18, another go for 16, another go for 14, as opposed to have one go for 25 or 26 and the others around the 10-point range. So it's just a different type Lady Cardinal team, but yet one thing that hasn't changed is you look at the national championship banners, and, folks, there are 8 of those things now hanging above Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, and nobody in the nation has that many. The next closest is 4, so that's Central Arizona, so the others have got a long way to go to catch up on that. Of course, the Lady Cardinals are trying to make it back to the national tournament in Salina, where they can try to win their 4th straight national title. And now then, folks, we've talked a lot about the Lady Cardinals and how the season's gone and what to look forward in today's game. Now let's meet the 2014-15 Lady Cardinals introducing themselves. And we apologize for that, folks. Had a technical glitch there. We'll try to get to that, if not before the game starts, at some point during the game, maybe at halftime, let you hear the Lady Cardinals introduce themselves. The Lady Cardinals are now returning back to the floor, as you can see on your screen and hear from the folks in attendance here already, and of course the Cardettes. Welcome along to the floor. Darla Mansfield's group always is here, very supportive of all our teams, especially the basketball teams. And once classes resume Tuesday, of course the band will always be here for the games, and it's a lot louder in here. But it's going to be it's just a beautiful day outside. And Jason, as I said here in our broadcast point, it just always makes me feel really good when I can see at the top the windows across the way and see the third floor of beautiful Cardinal Hall on campus. It just kind of gives it a nice little feel here in the gym from our vantage point.
Yeah, it's definitely it's really kind of part of the signature feel that you get here at Cardinal Gym, and of course, like you said, when it's a beautiful day like this, it's just all the better.
Again, folks are filing in, and we are expecting a decent-sized crowd here today. As always, Lady Cardinals and the Cardinals draw well at home games and even on the road. And you might can see now the Cardinal cheerleaders are getting positioned underneath the goal, and they're getting ready for today's action. We might mention that Roy Thomas, I mentioned him earlier, he's in his, I think, 9th season now at Kilgore College, and he coached at TJC on the men's side from 1983 to 94. I visited with him before the game, and he and I both told stories from the Leon Spencer and Lewis Orr and Dale Dotson and Scott Jernander, Guy Davis days, and we both had some stories that we could share that we've been told through the years, or even he had witnessed that we can't say on air, unfortunately. But those were the days, and we were talking about what the league was like back then, and of course it's still the best league in the nation, both on the men's and the women's side. And Coach Thomas now, like I said, has been at Kilgore College now for almost a decade, and always enjoy visiting with him. He's also always one of the most colorful characters at Coach's Media Day, to say the least, every year.
Yeah, he's got some stories. We may not be able to tell them, but the book will be coming out. Simon & Schuster will be publishing it. And then
okay, now let's try to catch up with the Lady Cardinals in those introductions one more time.
Hi, my name is Delana Jones. I'm from California. I'm a freshman post.
Hi, my name is Cami Mickens. I'm a sophomore from Southlake, Texas, point guard.
Hi, my name is Kiana Smith. I'm from Dallas, and I'm a freshman guard.
Hey, my name is Jasmine Spears. I'm from New Orleans, Mississippi. I'm a sophomore and I'm a power forward. Hey, I'm Maya Singleton from Vegas, Louisiana, sophomore, power forward. My name is Deja Mullins. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm a freshman guard.
Hi, my name is Alicia Washington. I'm a freshman. I'm a shooting guard from Dallas, Texas.
Hi, I'm Charisma Medlock from Dallas, Texas. I'm a freshman guard.
Hi, I'm Autumn Williams, sophomore, shooting guard from Kendall, Texas.
Hi, I'm Leisha Grant, sophomore, power forward from the Bahamas.
And there you have the 2014-15 Lady Cardinals introducing themselves. A great new feature we have here on the Cardinal Sports Network. We hope you enjoy it. Kind of see a little bit of the kids' personality as they introduce themselves. We're less than a minute away from the national anthem and the introduction of starting lineups. And when we get to that point, we will turn it over to Harold Jones, the public dress announcer here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Always does a great job. If he just play a little bit more George Strait music during timeouts, I'd be a lot happier with him. But we'll work on that between now and the end of the season. Again, thank you for joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Network today for our Lady Cardinal basketball, taking on the Lady Rangers from Kilgore College. Kilgore College is about 65 miles to the east of Athens. And now here's Harold Jones.
At this time, would you please stand, and all gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
And now we will have the starting lineups for both teams introduced by Harold Jones.
And now the starting lineup for the Lady Rangers. From Nigeria, number 5, Amabong Akpan.
Akpan is averaging 13.4 points and 7.5 rebounds.
From Gary, Indiana, number 11, Mariah Hopkins.
Hopkins is averaging 7.7 points a game.
From DeWar, Oklahoma, number 14, Crystal Nero.
One of 5 Oklahoma players on the Kilgore
From
roster.
Houston, Texas, number 21, Adriana Edwards.
Edwards is averaging 9.4 points a game.
And from DeRidder, Louisiana, number 32, Pre-France Dominic.
Dominic is averaging 7.3 points
Head
and
coach of the Lady
6.1
Rangers
rebounds a
is Roy
game.
Thomas.
There are the starting lineups for the Kilgore College Lady Rangers.
And now for the starting lineup for your Lady Cards. A 5'7" sophomore from Dallas, Texas. Number 3, Cami Mickens.
Cammy's averaging 14.2 points and 3.6 assists a game, and she came up big
A
against
6'
San
sophomore
Jacinto with
from
18
New Albany,
points.
Mississippi. Number 12, Jasmine Spears.
Jasmine Spears is averaging 17 points and 10.3 rebounds, and she's headed to Mississippi State to be reunited with Elena
From
Lovato.
Natchez, Louisiana, number 13, Maya Singleton.
Maya Singleton is averaging 8.4 points and 7.6
A
assists a
5'11"
game.
freshman from Dallas, Texas, number 22, Charisma Matlock.
Charisma's really been coming on the last 2 or 3 games, and she's going to be one that's going to see a lot
And
more
a
playing
5'9"
time. Obviously, you
sophomore
can tell that
from
by the start
Kennedale,
today.
Texas, number 32,
Autumn Williams, a sophomore
Jasmine
returning from last year's
Autumn
national
Williams.
championship squad, is averaging 14.5 points a game and is one of the floor leaders for the Lady Cardinals.
Lady Cards head coach is Gerald Ewing. Assistant coaches Latoya Howell and Spencer Robertson. Student assistant
Again, we're about
Scott
ready for the
Pellegrin.
start of today's game. Both lineups introduced. See, the Kilgore College men's team has made its way here safely today. They're going to watch their ladies team play, and then they'll be taking on Chris Bauman's Cardinals after this game today, and we'll have that for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network. You see the Lady Cardinals getting their final instructions from Coach Gerald Ewing. And we are about ready to get underway here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Maya Singleton will jump for the Lady Cardinals. Hopkins is doing the honors for the Lady Rangers. And we're underway, tip controlled by the Lady Cardinals. Matlock is blocked underneath and controlled by Dominique, who got the block. So the Lady Cardinals won the opening tip, but were denied on their first offensive possession. Lady Cardinals in their trademark man defense. Nero running the show for the Kilgore offense, working against Mickens. Expect the Lady Rangers to be very deliberate against the Lady Cardinals and control the clock. Jumper at the shot clock is no good from Hopkins, and here come the Lady Cardinals quickly down the floor. Autumn Williams back out to Mickens, over to Spears, to Matlock in the corner. Matlock look inside, there's no one open. She's wanting to get it to Singleton. Mickens from the baseline, short jumper. He's going to miss the shot. He's going to draw the foul, and that's going to send Mickens to the free throw line to shoot 2. Of course, I mentioned Mickens had 18 big-time points against San Jacinto the other night, Jason. Really took over the game the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game. First free throw attempt is in there. Lady Cardinals are first on the board. We might mention, too, if you recognize the name Mickens, Cammie is the daughter of Ray Mickens, a former All-American at Texas A&M, and then went on to play in the NFL, I believe, with the New York Jets. So got some athletic bloodlines there in the Mickens family. Mickens went 1 for 2. Foul on the floor before the shot. This was going to go against Charisma Matlock, I should say, a 5'11 freshman out of Dallas. And we have a travel. Edwards called for taking steps, so the turnover will go to the Lady Cardinals. Up 1-0 here on this mid-January afternoon in Athens, Texas. The temperature was about 66 when we came into the gym today. Been a beautiful sunny day. Kilgore drops back into a zone. And Williams took steps before she put up the three-pointer, so both teams exchange turnovers here. Lady Cardinals after a little bit of a slow start. We've seen this in other games this year, and they'll find that 4 or 5 minute stretch where they can open up a little ground, but they're going to be very patient here against Kilgore, because Kilgore, I have a sense, is going to use quite a bit of clock here and try to shorten this game to what degree they can. There's Singleton with the steal, controls the turnover, misses the shot. Matlock with the rebound, and Matlock with the putback. So Roy Thomas is not happy with his squad, down 3-0, calls a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout. Lady Cardinals 3-0 on steal by Singleton, missed the layup and got the putback.
Yeah, Singleton did a great job on that, Benny, controlling her body. You know, the Kilgore defender had kind of seized up and was trying to take a charge there, just couldn't finish. But, of course, Matlock was right there. It was great because a lot of times when you see that one-on-one situation, you'll see everybody kind of give up on the play except for the one that is down there. So it was nice for Matlock to trail that play, get the rebound and the putback.
So 3-0 Lady Cardinals on top, trying to win at home for a 65th straight time and in the conference for a 62nd straight time. Taking on the Kilgore College Lady Rangers. Both teams are not near as deep this year, or today anyway. Lady Cardinals have 9 players suited up, and Kilgore has 8 players suited up. So both teams are going to want to have to use great rotation and protect players if they happen to get into foul trouble. There's the loose ball. Can't get the shot to fall by Hopkins. She draws a foul. We'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2, as that's going to be the second foul now on Matlock. And just as I was saying, now Gerald Ewing's forced into a position where he's got to protect Matlock this early with 2 fouls. So Dajay Mullins is going to check into the game, a 5'11 freshman from Chicago, Illinois. Hopkins at the free throw line. She's averaging 7.7 points a game. Gets the first one to fall, and Kilgore's on the board for the first time at the 17:42 mark. Be real interesting to see how both coaches use their bench today, with them being limited as they are. And the second free throw attempt is no good. Rebound controlled by Jasmine Spears, who I mentioned earlier has already signed with Mississippi State. And have a foul charged against number 21, Edwards.
Jasmine already has a couple of rebounds here early, Benny, just in the first couple of minutes. And, of course, Lady Cards have several players that are just kind of rebounding monsters.
They really do. That's one of the strengths of this year's squad, is even more so than maybe in the last couple of years. This team rebounds awfully well. Not saying better than the last 2 years, but this team is really consistent on the boards. Mickens swings it out to Williams. Williams to Mullins. Mullins with the loose ball, puts it up, can't get it to fall. Mullins fights for the rebound on the putback, misses the putback. Jasmine Spears battles and gets the rebound, trying to make room and loses the ball, but Singleton picks it up. And now the Lady Cardinals are going to reset, and almost turn it over. Mickens will reset things, pull up jumper, no good, but she's nicked on her way up. Going to be fouled, and much to the displeasure of Roy Thomas.
Took a shot to the face as she was going up there. Looks like she's going to probably be okay there, but maybe a contact situation.
Yeah, I think that might be a contact issue based on whether body language is on the floor, and they're all looking down to the floor. Jasmine Spears is on the scene.
Jasmine Spears, rebounder, amateur team physician, and optometrist.
Mickens to shoot 2. Gets the first one to fall. That's her second free throw. Checking into the game is going to be Lily Grant, number 34, who's averaging 12.3 points and 11.3 rebounds. And 2 games ago, Jason, she set a school record with 31 rebounds against Coastal Bend, breaking a record from 1988 by Portia Hill.
Just amazing number. Kind of hard to fathom, as a matter of fact.
5-1 Lady Cardinals. Jumper's no good. Put back. I think Jasmine's going to be called for the foul. It's going to send Nero to the free throw line. That's Jazz's first foul, team third. Both teams have 3 team fouls. This free throw attempt is long and no good. Not a lot of energy on the floor just yet. You know, both teams are waiting to kind of hit a little spurt here. That free throw attempt is no good. Mullins controls the rebound. Takes it down the floor herself. Now gives it up to Mickens. Mickens looks over to Gerald Ewing to see what he wants to go with this time. Mickens with the drive. There's Lily Grant with the rebound and the putback. Lily scores a lot of her points off boards like that. Should mention in that 31 rebound game that Lily had, Jason, she scored 24 points that night. So it wasn't a bad night.
Not at all.
And the Lady Cardinals didn't play particularly well in the first half of that game, and we have a foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Kilgore's Dominique, number 32.
Now that's her second foul, Benny. And, boy, you really.
There's only 3 players on the bench that
Yeah.
Roy Thomas has to use today. See how the Lady Cardinals decide to attack this Kilgore defense. Spears to Mickens. Mickens resets, gets it over to Mullins. Mullins thought about putting up the 3. Mullins with the drive. She's blocked. There's Lily Grant underneath with the putback. Not really a putback, but she got the loose ball and put it up. So Lily's very active in 2 for 2 now underneath. That's usually a good sign for Lily when she hits those first 2 putbacks like that.
No doubt. And I think that if you're watching at home, you can kind of watch that battle down there between Lily and Dominic down there, number 32 for Kilgore.
That's just too easy there. The Lady Cardinals can't give that up. That was just a non-contested layup almost with 5 players in the defensive end. Lady Cardinal lead was 9-1. That was the biggest lead of the game, now being 9-3, of course. Coming up on the 15-minute mark of the first half. Good job of swinging the ball that time of the Lady Cardinals, and she banks it in. I'm not sure Dajay called that one, but it counts. Lady Cardinals have really been good this year in the first half defensively. Now, they've had a couple of games when they were not, but for the most part, they do a pretty good job of controlling the other team in the first half, get big leads, and then sometimes go a little bit asleep a little bit sometimes in the second half, but not so much. Lady Cardinals working the ball around that zone. Oh, a nice no-look pass from Mullins to Lily Grant.
An excellent pass. She drew in 3 defenders, and Lily was just kind of standing there. And Lily, credit to Lily, too. She's a great finisher.
Nice job by Mullins that time.
Yes.
On the pass. (13-3) Lady Cardinals. Jasmine Spears with the block, but there for the loose ball was Akpan for the Lady Rangers. And we're going to have our first media timeout of the first half with the Lady Cardinals up by a score of 13-5. We mentioned we'll have the men's game for you, Jason, and of course Chris Bauman's squad, which last year went to the national tournament for the first time in 15 years in school history, made it to the Elite 8. And they're currently tied with Navarro in the east side of Region 14. And oh, by the way, next Saturday we have the Cardinal game against Navarro here at Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. And the crowd shows its appreciation for some members of the Cardettes that performed during that timeout. Our first media timeout of the first half. Lady Cardinals up by 13-5 count. Of course, the Lady Cardinals will be on the road Wednesday going to Tyler for a showdown with the 14th ranked Apache Ladies. Tyler has lost once in conference play and the Lady Cardinals are undefeated. That game begins at Wagstaff Gym on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. We won't have that for you here on the Cardinal Sports Network, but our good friends at KCKL 95.9 FM and www.kcklfm.com will have audio streaming of the game, and we will hope you listen to our buddy Tim Howard for his call of both games of the doubleheader. Resuming play, Lady Cardinals 13-5. Nice job of moving the ball around. A great pass by Spears over to Lely, and Lely puts it up, and Lely's off to a fast start, not having started the game, Jason.
8 points now and 2 rebounds. She's definitely off to a fast start.
And I think she's perfect from the floor, too, isn't she?
4 for 4.
Lady Cardinals just so relentless in the defense that they play. A nice job of creating space, though, that time by Hopkins and getting the jumper.
3 points for Hopkins right now.
Lady Cardinals definitely just have an advantage, not so much on height-wise, but inside they're just dominating the boards. And I say that, and coming with a rebound is Hopkins for the Lady Rangers. And give credit to Hopkins. She kept the ball alive. She lost control of it and put it back up. And just like that, the Lady Rangers have pulled within 6 points. A couple of defensive lapses there now by the Lady Cardinals. Three-pointer, no good. Nobody there to rebound except Hopkins for the Lady Rangers. And Kilgore's got a chance now to string some more points together.
A lot of that's on the strength of Hopkins. He's been very active. Picked up 4 quick points and 2 rebounds in about a minute and a half.
Lady Cardinals have got to make it happen on the defensive end. And there's a foul there by Autumn Williams. It's going to be her first. Team foul number 4. Maya Singleton and Kiana Smith are going to check into the game, as is Charisma Matlock. Of course, Matlock picked up 2 quick fouls. Picked up 2 quick fouls and went to the bench. Lady Rangers doing a good job of hanging close here early on. Did a good job of getting the ball down low to Leday. And Leday puts it up and in. And it's a little emotion out of Gerald Ewing there. He wasn't too happy with the defensive effort that time. Nice job by Lely of spotting Singleton underneath for the 2 points. The Lady Cardinals are really dominated inside there, but they've got to short some things up on the defensive end, that's for sure. They don't want to unless they want Kilgore to hang around the entire game. Kilgore's played a lot of close games. Their record's not sterling, but they have had some close games. There's a wild shot put up, and the rebound is going to be controlled by Singleton. Shot clock was winding down. Matlock pushes the ball, gets it out to Kiana Smith, who played at Duncanville. Gets the ball down low to Lely. Lely hits Singleton breaking down to the goal, but it went off of Maya's hands, and it will be a turnover. 2 turnovers now for the Lady Cardinals. Nero got herself into a bind, but she does get it back out front. The shot's no good. The shot clock goes off, and we have a travel. Kind of a little bit confusion there on the part of Nero. She grabbed the rebound and could have kept the possession alive because it hit the ball hit the rim before the shot clock expired, but she kind of got confused there and shuffled her feet, so the ball will go to the Lady Cardinals, up 17-11. The biggest lead has been 9-1. Well, they jumped out to a 9-1 lead, I should say. Grant puts up the jumper, no good. Singleton tries to keep the rebound alive and gets it with the putback. Great job by Maya that time of keeping the rebound alive and drawing the foul, and she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 as Jasmine Spears and Autumn Williams are going to check back into the game. Of course, they were both members of last year's national championship squad by the Lady Cardinals. First free throw attempt by Maya is good. Lily deserves a break there. Obviously scored 8 points. Was very active after going onto the floor after not starting, I should say. Maya's second free throw is good, and the Lady Cardinals are up 19-11. Got out comfortably earlier, and then 17-7, I think it was, and Kilgore put back-to-back buckets on the boards to make a little run. So if the Lady Cardinals will come up with some defense here. Nero with the miss, but the Lady Rangers control the rebound, so they will reset the shot clock and the possession. Swing the ball over to Nero. Jumper from the baseline, no good. Singleton battles for the rebound, but is controlled off her hands by Jasmine Spears. And here come the Lady Cardinals.
Spears' 4th rebound, Benny.
Oh, a nice job by Autumn of spotting Jazz underneath, but Jazz is a little bit out of position, got the ball just a little bit late, and that will be the 3rd turnover now for the Lady Cardinals. Up 19-11. Singleton is going to be called for the personal foul. That'll be her first. Team 5th. Both teams now with 5 fouls, and that's good for the sense we said Lady Cardinals have 9 suited up, and the Lady Rangers have 8. Lady Rangers doing a good job of swinging the ball, trying to create an opening in the Lady Cardinal defense. 3-pointers up and no good, rattles out. Long rebound goes to Mullins. Mullins to Spears, back over to Smith. Williams in the corner, back out to Smith on top. Autumn tried to force that one into Jazz, and the Lady Cardinals turn it over for a 4th time. Lady Rangers have numbers. Are they going to be able to convert? Double dribble is going to be called. So that's 5 turnovers now for Kilgore. The Lady Rangers had numbers. They should have come out of that with points. Again, starting to fill in a little bit. I think by the men's game we'll have a really nice crowd on hand. Cammie Mickens checks back into the game for Kiana Smith. Kilgore College men are sitting back behind us here, and I see the Cardinals are seated just beyond them. Mickens pulls up for the jumper, nails it. Well, Cammie really took over the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game against Sand Jacks Wednesday night, and she really had to help the Lady Cardinals pull that one out. So it was nice to see her put the team on her back that stretch of the game.
And that's 5 points for Mickens now.
And the thing that Cammie brings to the floor for the Lady Cardinals is she's always defending the ball, and that really helps set things in shape for the defense as a nice shot goes up and in by Robin Smith, number 12 for the Lady Rangers. That was her first points of the game. Mickens with another short jumper. This was no good. Spears battles with a rebound, and it's controlled by Autumn Williams. She puts up the shot, can't get it to go, but she draws the foul, so now she would go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Though neither team is in bonus yet, Jason, we've had quite a few free throws shot in a game in which neither team's in the bonus.
Yeah, Lady Cards are 5 of 6 right now. Cammie Mickens is Shot the majority of those. She's 3 of 4.
Williams, of course, comes to the Lady Cardinals from Kennedale, Texas. During her time there, it was certainly one of the premier Class 3A programs in the state of Texas. Certainly played good football there, too, still. Second free throw is good, and the Lady Cardinal lead is now back out to 10, matching the biggest lead of the game. Lady Cardinals a little half-court trap. Just changing things up here a little bit. Very aggressive drive by Clemson. Doesn't come away with points, but she was very aggressive. Kiana Smith down low to Lily. Lily across court to Cammie. Back out front to Autumn. Kiana Smith for 3. No good. Follows her rebound in, but is controlled by Leday for the Lady Rangers.
It's her second rebound.
Shot up, no good. Rebound controlled down low by Dominique. Kiana Smith went for the steal there, couldn't get it, and is converted by Edwards. It's baseline jumper for the Lady Rangers, who are hanging around.
It's Edwards' second bucket. She's got 4 points on the game.
Spears for 3 from the baseline, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Rangers. Here comes Kilgore with a chance to cut into that once 10-point lead again. Nicely tipped away. I think that was Autumn that got her hand on that. Kiana Smith running the floor, passes it up to Mickens. Mickens almost loses it, retains her balance. Mickens drives, stops, pulls up for the jumper, no good. Rebound by Spears. Spears with the putback, good. And we have a timeout on the floor. Roy Thomas is going to take a 30-second timeout. He's not happy right now. His squad down 25-15.
Well, Benny, that was Spears' first points of the game there, 2 points, but she's got 5 rebounds already in a block. So obviously she's been a big force there. And a couple of those rebounds, of course, have come from the offensive end.
During this timeout, Jason, I'd like to say hello and hope he's looking in today to Manny Almanza, the voice of the Kilgore College Athletics for many, many years. Manny's been battling some health issues, but he's on the way back, and we just want to say hello to Manny and let him know that we're thinking about him and that he's in our prayers, and we have no doubt, and we'll look forward to hearing him back behind the microphone soon, because there's only one Manny Almanza, and he's a good guy. We're one of the classiest guys you'll ever meet. So, Manny, you hang in there, and we're with you, buddy. Cardinal cheerleaders now back on campus and entertaining during the timeout. And that's not the full squad, that's just the half the squad. See Gerald Ewing going over some instructions with the Lady Cardinals during this timeout. Was on the bench in each of the Lady Cardinals' last 2 national championship seasons. Resuming play after the Kilgore College timeout. The Lady Cardinals up 25-15, 5:27 left in this first half of play here from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. Oh, a nice job of freeing up that time by Adriana Edwards. That's a great execution there by the Lady Rangers.
Her 6 points lead Kilgore right now.
I think we're going to have a junior dance squad here entertain us at halftime today. Autumn Williams for 3, no good. Lily battles for the rebound, tips it and keeps it alive to Cammie Mickens. Mickens resets the offense. Maya goes down low to Lily. Great job. Boy, that's some good passing in tight quarters right there.
Yeah, that's 10 points for Lily. She's still perfect.
Lady Cardinals go for the half-court trap. Don't get the steal. They drop back in their defense, their man defense. Oh, little nice shot. One-handed shot down low by Dominic.
Almost a little hook there, wasn't it?
It was. Singleton inside, shot no good, gets her own rebound, puts back is no good, and she's going to draw a foul. Dominic is going to be charged with the foul. That's going to be her third, and the Lady Rangers can ill afford to not have her presence inside, Jason.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, earlier, Benny, I kind of saw her. She was setting a high pick. She didn't necessarily commit fully to the pick because she got there a little bit late, and it was smart on her part, but also you have to wonder if she's pulling back just a little bit, doesn't want to get a silly foul.
First free throw attempt by Maya is good. Dominic's going to check out, obviously. Hopkins is going to take her place, and Matlock's going to check into the game for Autumn Williams for the Lady Cardinals. 28-19. Lady Cardinal lead this second half of the first half. It's been about 10 most of the way. Kilgore will make a mini run, make up 4 points seemingly, and the Lady Cardinals always have the answer, or have so far.
Benny Singleton's now 4-4 from the line. She's got 6 points to go along with 3 rebounds.
Oh, a nice steal by Cammie Mickens. She had her own little press game going there, guarding 2 players and gets the steal. Winds up losing the ball, but nevertheless, it was a great defensive play by Cammie. See if Kilgore can make the Lady Cardinals pay. 3 seconds. Lane violation. 8 turnovers now for the Lady Rangers. Lady Cardinals up 29-19. Boy, nice job of Lely of uncovering underneath, and a Matlock of seeing her, and great teamwork there by the Lady Cardinals. Turnaround jumper's no good, but credit to Leday for battling and keeping her rebound alive and getting the putback. So that's a nice job by the 5'10 freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Lady Rangers. Turnover by the Lady Cardinals. Kiana Smith with the defense trying to stem the tide, but there's Jazz now cleaning up the rebound, getting a held ball. Possession is going to be with the Lady Rangers. 31-21. Short jumper's no good. Akpon and the Lady Cardinals control the rebound. Mickens with a pull-up jumper, no good. Lely there for the rebound. It's going to turn the ball over. It hit the backside of the glass. So that's another possession. Turnover now for the Lady Cardinals. Number 7 charged against the Lady Cardinals. Up 31-21 at the 2-minute mark of the first half. Great job by Mickens of forcing the turnover with a held ball. Possession will go to the Lady Cardinals. Checking back into the game for the Lady Rangers is going to be Adriana Edwards, number 21, averaging 9.4 points a game, a 5'7 freshman out of Houston, Texas. Mickens got too much penetration that time, got too deep on the drive. But here come the Lady Cardinals back with the turnover off the steal by Mickens. Mickens to Smith. Spears in the corner for three. It's long. Lely battles with a rebound and controls it. Gets the ball down low to Jazz. And Jazz has to save possession by throwing it off of the Lady Rangers. Akpon, number 5. So possession does stay with the Lady Cardinals. 1:13 left in the first half. The Lady Cardinals up by a score of 31-21. Jazz puts up the shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Akpon for the Lady Rangers. Jumper's no good. Rebound is controlled by Jasmine Spears after it hits the floor. Under a minute now left in the first half. Nice job of getting the ball inside to Jazz, but the Lady Cardinals lose it, but it does go off of the Lady Rangers. Jazz did a great job of cutting to the goal, and Matlock got her the ball, but it was just a little bit too long. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Cammie drives in for a short jumper, no good. Here come the Lady Rangers. They can get the last shot of the half if they so choose. Down 10, 31-21. That's twice now the Lady Rangers have hurt the Lady Cardinals with that same exact design play. Nero with the layup. 6 seconds to go in the first half. Somebody needs to put up a shot. Mickens with a three-pointer, no good. And we're going to go to the half with the Lady Cardinals on top by 8, 31-23. Their biggest lead of the first half was 12, and it winds up being an 8-point halftime lead. Looks like we're going to have about a 12-minute half, so we will step aside here and let you enjoy some of the sights and sounds of halftime here from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. And we'll be back with you with a couple minutes left before the half and recap the scoring from the first half. And welcome back to Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. We're at halftime of the women's game. The Lady Cardinals leading by a score of 31-23. And Jason, before we get the second half underway, why don't you catch us up on the leading scores for the game?
Sure thing, Benny. Let's start with the visiting Kilgore Lady Rangers, Benny. Right now they've got Adriana Edwards with 6 points to lead the way. She's got a couple of rebounds. Mariah Hopkins has 5 points, 3 rebounds. And then DeShanta Lede, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Kilgore has 10 turnovers in the first half, and they were only 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Now for the Lady Cardinals, of course, Leisha Grant led the way, 12 points, 4 rebounds. Maya Singleton had 6 points, 3 rebounds. Kimmy Mickens had 5 points. Jasmine Spears had 2 points, just 2 points with 5 rebounds and a block. Lady Cardinals were 9 of 10 from the line, and they had 8 turnovers.
And the Lady Cardinals' biggest lead of the first half was 12 points. And each time the Lady Cardinals build up a double-digit lead, the Lady Rangers will do just enough to get it under double digits. And that's where we are now as we start the second half. The Lady Rangers will have first possession down 31-23. We mentioned the Lady Rangers have 8 players. There's a steal by Mickens, and she loses it out of bounds. So exchange of turnovers. We mentioned that the Lady Rangers have 8 players suited out. They've had some injuries, and the Lady Cardinals have got 9 players suited out. That is now their roster for the remainder of the way because of some injuries. So they will be playing with what they've got. Lady Rangers looking to cut into that 8-point deficit. Lady Rangers did a couple of times they hit Lady Cardinals with a couple of big-time plays, the same play, Lady Cardinals napping on defense to help cut into that lead, and that foul is going to go against Jasmine Spears. That's going to be her second. As Jason mentioned, she has just 2 points in the game, but did have 5 rebounds in the first half, and a couple assists, too, I think, when she dished the ball off. Nice move down low by Dominic. she's really hurt the Lady Cardinals down low there a couple of times, and of course she's got 3 fouls, so she can't be very active on the defensive end. Not as active as she'd like to be, probably. Lady Cardinals need to come out here this first 5 minutes and reestablish themselves and the lead. Spears to Mickens. Mickens for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Dominic. There she is. Well, she's really had a nice game for the Lady Rangers already, and she's missed some minutes due to foul trouble. Baseline jumper's good by Nero, and just like that, the Lady Rangers have pulled within 4 points to start the second half.
Can I say that the Lady Cardinals had a hard time finding Nero there?
Oh, you can do that, Jason.
Nah, I shouldn't. I won't say that. You know I was waiting for that.
It was there for you. Nice job by Jazz of spotting Singleton inside, but the Lady Rangers come up with the turnover, then they turn it right back over. So another exchange of turnovers here early in the second half.
Had that situation a couple of times where they've traded turnovers. You've made reference to it, Benny. And, of course, you're looking at a 4-point game. And, you know, if you're Kilgore, you're looking at that and thinking, man, we got to kind of take care of the ball.
Absolutely. Lady Cardinals are need a spurt of some sort to get a little cushion, because every time they've gotten that little cushion, to Kilgore's credit, Kilgore's come right back. Not let the Lady Cardinals run off and hide from them. Get the ball down low to Lely. She misses the shot, but she's going to be fouled. And if this is against Dominic, that's going to be her 4th. No, they got a break. That's against number 5, Akpon.
Yeah, I didn't think it was so much a foul with the body on Dominic as it looked like Lely's arm kind of got grazed going up.
Lely has 2 shots. The first one's good. First points for the Lady Cardinals here in the second half. Officials hold up to let Cammie relocate herself along the lane. Second free throw attempt by Lely is good. That's 14 points now for Lely.
14 points, and the Lady Cards are 11 of 12 from the free throw line. That's impressive.
It sure is. Tajay might have got away with a little push off there. Oh, a nice drive and high off the glass by Nero.
6 points now for Nero.
And the Lady Cardinals turn it over with a 4-point lead, so they've got to find that gear somewhere along the way if they're going to put Kilgore away early. Otherwise, they're playing into Kilgore's hands, because Kilgore's going to take some time off the shot clock and be content with it being a very short game. The longer you can let an underdog hang around, you put yourself in jeopardy. 3-pointer in there, good. And just like that from Akpon, and now then we have a 1-point game all of a sudden, 33-32.
Kilgore's had a couple of really long jumpers that they've hit. That's the first 3-pointer of the game for the Lady Rangers, though.
And Lely misses that shot. There's some contact there, no foul. And here Kilgore now has a chance to take the lead after having been down 31-23 at the half. There's a turnover now. Kilgore can't convert. Here comes Mickens on the drive. Stops and pops. No good. Rebound by Lely. Lely with the putback is good, and she's going to draw the foul. Foul's going to go get number 14, Nero.
Benny, I'm not tracking it, but I don't recall that Lely has missed a shot yet. She's got 16 points and will be trying to make it 17 at the free throw line. I don't know that she's missed.
Lady Cardinals call a timeout, up 35-32. If you're just joining us, Lady Cardinals were up 31-23 at the half. So they've been outscored 9-4 here in this opening portion of the second half. This has been one of the tendencies of this Lady Cardinal team this year, and I know it's not something that they want it to be a tendency, as they've gotten off to some slow starts in the second half in games, and that's something they're certainly going to have to get control of as they head down the stretch run of the season and then later on at the regional tournament. Again, as Jason mentioned, Lily Grant will be at the free throw line. She has 16 points, Jason. That's huge.
Has she missed? I really don't think she's missed. We don't have, if people are wondering, we don't have the kind of stat tracking that a lot of professional places have, but I don't think she has.
She misses that free throw. Lady Cardinals have just missed 2 free throws. A nice job of reading the play by Autumn Williams, and Autumn Williams with a steal. But that's what we see more of the Lady Cardinals in the past, anticipating passes and stepping in front and getting quick points like that. That'll just break a team's back. You got to defend now in the half-court game if you're the Lady Cardinals. Pretty good body control in traffic and keeping it alive by Edwards. Very impressed with that young lady today. She's not as scared of playing inside with traffic.
That's her 8th point to lead Kilgore.
Lady Cardinals have got to find that gear. And instead they turn it over, and then Mickens is going to be called with a holding foul.
12th Lady Cardinal turnover.
They had 18 in the game against San Jacinto Wednesday night. So Kilgore's doing everything needs to do just to hang around, and maybe they can get that one spurt that could propel them to a victory here, which would be a major upset nationally and in the conference, of course. 5-10 on the season. They turn it over inside.
Well, and there you go again. Just turnover met with a turnover.
Nice job of feeding Singleton. She misses the shot. There was some contact, and then Singleton's going to be called with the foul, which would be her second.
Maybe just a little bit of a frustration foul there. Kind of left the shot short, and she wasn't happy with herself on that one, and kind of just took a little, kind of an ill-advised swipe there at the ball.
Yep. You see athletes do that sometimes when they're a little bit of frustration, if they thought maybe they were fouled.
Yeah, and all the way even to the pro level, you see it.
Lady Cardinals really need to step it up defensively and create some turnovers. But I give Kilgore credit. They've had a great game plan, and they've executed it awfully well, as that foul is going to go against Matlock. Now you see the Lady Cardinals are picking up some fouls. That's 14 fouls now against the Lady Cardinals, and whereas we didn't see the bonus shot till deep into the first half, they're starting to creep that way now. And as we mentioned, there's only 9 players suited out. You don't have a lot of you don't have any fouls to give away. This time the rebound's controlled by Jasmine Spears. Lady Cardinals on the move. Matlock puts it up, and this time she is fouled. I think this is going to go against Hopkins, number 11. Check that. Oh, my goodness. Dominic, that's her 4th. Now, that's not one foul that Roy Thomas needed to see right there.
Right. Got a lot of game left, too, 14-24.
Roy Thomas just spotted Coach Leon Spencer across court and is motioning and waving at him, and I thought that was a cute moment in this game. Coach Spencer seated across the way on the front row. Coach Thomas made eyesight with him and waved at him. That's pretty cool. It shows you the camaraderie this league has always had.
He might have been waving him into the game also, since they're going to come up a little short maybe later.
Lady Cardinals jump out into a press, but the Lady Rangers are going to beat them down the floor, and now they've got numbers, and Jazz does a good job of getting her head in the way of the ball, forcing the turnover. Not sure that's by design, and the Lady Cardinals throw it away on the other end. Kiana Smith with the turnover. And Coach Thomas wants a timeout. So with 14:06, it is 39-34 Lady Cardinals, having led 31-23 at the half. It is a media timeout, so it will be a full timeout. We are at 39-34. This is the first game of our doubleheader today. We will have the men's game following this game. And we should mention now that after today, our next webcast will be a week from today when we'll have a men's-only game next Saturday at 4 o'clock here on the Cardinal Sports Network when Michael Landers brings his Navarro College Bulldogs to town. And the Cardinals and Bulldogs are currently tied for the East Zone lead of Region 14 Conference. Navarro is off today, and I expect to see Michael here probably scouting both the Cardinals and the Rangers, as he's got 4 games left with both teams now the rest of the way.
You know, you talked about the quality in this league, and, you know, you certainly see on both sides, certainly, you know, with the Lady Cardinals, you see it, that one team that dominates. And you have some national teams that definitely, you know, the Indian Hills and then those bunch, but out of this conference, you just always see different teams coming out, especially that men's side. They're just so balanced. It's just such a tough league to get out of, and there's just not that one team that dominates it. But that shows you that there's depth of talent in the league.
Absolutely.
There's not just that one team that goes every year.
And one thing we haven't mentioned, Jason, is today the Lady Cardinals are at home, obviously, but they're about to head out on a 4-game road swing. They've got 4 straight games on the road coming up, and the toughest of all will be Wednesday night at Tyler.
That's a big one.
But you got your business at hand here today. They've got to take care of and turn back this Lady Ranger team that has really come in here and firing on its cylinders and got a great game plan against the Lady Cardinals, who have kind of staggered out of the gate here to start the second half. But you got to give Kilgore a lot of credit for that, because Kilgore's got a very good offensive and defensive game plan. They've done it, for the most part, a good job of executing it. They get the ball down low to Singleton. Nice job of spotting her by Matlock. Singleton's very good in tight bunches inside. She really is. She's not just a dominating physical specimen, but she does a great job of getting position and finding the creases.
Well, and great body control, too. You know, that helps, and she's got 8 points now.
I'm sure Gerald Ewing used that timeout to encourage his Lady Cardinals to find another gear. And you notice Roy Thomas has left Dominic in the game, Jason, with 4 fouls. Matlock on the drive, no good. Spears with the rebound, putback, no good. Spears with the shot, and going to be fouled. I think that may go against number 11. It does indeed. Hopkins. She averages 7.7 points a game. But I guess Coach Thomas figures that he's not gonna get the job done without Dominic on the floor, so might as well go with her as long as you can. Now there are a couple of Kilgore subs at the scores table, and you would think that maybe Dominic's going to come out now. Checking in for her is going to be Deshante Leday.
That's Spears' 3rd point, Benny. She's got 8 rebounds. Had a couple there on that last possession, rebounding her own miss.
And of course, Jazz is the leading scorer on the team, averaging 17 points a game. She got off to a really hot start this season, and she's averaging 10.3 a game. She's averaging a double-double per game. And she comes out now to catch a breather. Lady Cardinals have extended the lead back to 9, 43-34. Pressure defense in the backcourt. That's a 10-second held ball. The shot clock went to 20 seconds, and it wasn't called. That's hard to believe, because there is now the 10-second call in women's basketball as the drive by Akpon, but I can't believe they didn't call the 10-second call in the backcourt. The shot clock was clearly at 20 before it crossed half court. 43-36. Smith for 3. Kiana Smith, a 3-pointer. And just like that, the Lady Cardinals are now back on top by a 46-36 count by Kiana Smith. Is that the Lady Cardinals' first 3 of the game?
It is, first 3-pointer.
I was thinking that it was. So credit the little freshman 5'3" from Duncanville, Texas, with giving the Lady Cardinals a spark there and forcing a timeout. And the Lady Cardinals now with a 10-point lead. But now this is where, to Kilgore's credit, Jason, each time this has happened, we've seen them come back with back-to-back buckets or making shots like that, and to keep the Lady Cardinals from running away and hiding.
Yeah. You know, if you're Kilgore, you're just kind of thinking it's not so much the foul trouble that you think about, although Dominic is in foul trouble with 4 fouls, and really nobody's closer than 2. It's just that, you know, you get those turnovers and then you turn them right back over, and so it keeps you from being able to kind of get back into the game. They, of course, had whittled it down into 3 points and 5 points, but you're looking at 10-point deficit now and just all those missed opportunities. Of course, there's still, again, a lot of game left.
Cardinal cheerleaders entertaining during this timeout. And I'd be interested to see now the Lady Cardinals get the momentum of the 3-point shot by Smith. Now they need to come back down like we've seen Lady Cardinals teams do after you get the momentum like that and keep the momentum on the defensive end and maybe come up with a turnover or get a shot clock violation. And then now things can start steamrolling in your favor. But as any coach will preach, it's got to start on the defensive end. You can't just go out and score other teams every night out.
Yes.
46-36, 12-15 left in the game. Pressure defense in the backcourt by the Lady Cardinals. And it forces a turnover. That's exactly what I was talking about, Jason. You've got to answer that 3-pointer with a defensive stand, and now you've got to score off of it, and then you've got a little run going.
17 turnovers now for Kilgore.
Teams come into Cardinal Gym halfway expecting the Lady Cardinals to go on one of their runs, and you got to do it. Lily missed that shot wide open there along the baseline. That would have really been a big bucket for the Lady Cardinals to continue their momentum that they've got right now. 46-36. Blocked by Lily, goes out of bounds. There again, there's Adriana Edwards showing no fear at all, Jason. I just love the way she attacks. Nice drive high off the glass by Robin Smith. There again, that's what we're talking about. Now the Lady Cardinals definitely need to answer and not let the Lady Rangers keep hanging around as Maya dishes it off to Lily underneath for the bucket. Nice answer by the Lady Cardinals.
18 points for Grant.
Roy Thomas is pointing out that he felt like Autumn is hand-checking a little bit too much on his player. She might have gotten away with one there. 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound goes to the smallest player on the floor, Kiana Smith. She goes on the attack, gives it back out to Autumn Williams. Kiana Smith for 3. Kiana Smith for 3. So just like that, the Lady Cardinals are up 51-38. Back-to-back 3-pointers by Kiana Smith. Roy Thomas not happy with the defensive effort by his squad, just now leaving Kiana Smith uncovered like that. I'm sure he's pointing out. Lady Cardinals now with their biggest lead of the game, Jason, 13, 51-38.
And, you know, again, when you look at a lack of depth and you don't have that deep bench, and like you said, you don't have those minutes to divide up among as many people, you're not terribly surprised as you get around the 10-11 minute mark to maybe see a team start to get gassed just a little bit where you leave Kiana Smith open for that 3. She was also open for the previous 3.
Right.
I'm not saying that's exactly what it is, but again, you're not surprised to see as you get down to the last 10 minutes of a game when your bench is short that players don't get over for a defensive assignment as fast as they probably should, and then all of a sudden, boom, you go from 5 points to 15 or 12 or 13 as we are now.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jason. And in the past, the Lady Cardinal teams have been so deep that, man, teams just came in here and just wilted under that. And as you mentioned, Lady Cardinals aren't quite as deep this year, so that's leveled the playing field somewhat when teams come in here to Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym. But coming back out of this timeout now, the Lady Cardinals with their biggest lead of the game, 51-38. With 10:42 left in the contest, almost the halfway point of the second half, and the crowd continues to fill in a little bit here, and we're going to have a nice one for the men's game coming up after this one. And we've seen the Lady Cardinals with far more pressure defense here in this second half, too, in the backcourt. Singleton grabbed the initial rebound, but she lost it, and then it goes back to the Lady Cardinals, and there they come on the attack. And Lily got her feet tied up that time and going to be called for the traveling violation. Just a little off out of position there when she took that pass.
I think she might have even stepped on the foot of a defender.
I will say this, I like the Lady Rangers blue shoes. Those are really nice.
And that was your fashion moment.
This foul is going to go against Matlock. It's going to be her 4th foul. So suddenly now she's got 4 fouls as Cammie Mickens is going to check back into the game. So we're going to go into the final half of the second half with Dominic with 4 fouls for the Lady Rangers, and she's currently on the bench. And now on the bench with 4 fouls is Matlock for the Lady Cardinals. And Lily Grant with the rebound.
It's her 6th rebound to go along with 18 points.
Well, this is just an unsettled possession right here for the Lady Cardinals, and Mickens is trapped in the corner, and Gerald Ewing was trying to call a timeout, but he's going to get rescued by the fact that there's going to be a foul called against Mariah Hopkins for the Lady Rangers. So Coach Ewing and the Lady Cards called a break there. They didn't have to use a timeout, and they're going to get rewarded with the foul. Both teams now have 5 team fouls. So we did make it inside the halfway point of the second half, but with no bonus free throws being shot yet. Lily Grant, a nice little soft touch bank shot by one of the sophomores that played on last year's national championship squad. 3 sophomores on the squad from last year's team. 53-38. Oh, boy, that's a big-time continuation play there. That foul was called well on the drive, and she continued the shot and made it. So the Lady Rangers are going to have a chance for a 3-point play. I believe that's Robin Smith at the free throw line, number 12. She got the layup and the foul. So that's going to work out nicely for the Lady Rangers, who were down by 15 points. Now going to get a chance to cut it to 12 with a 3-point play. Free throw attempt is good. 53-41, so the Lady Rangers won't go away quietly. Cammie Mickens drives, can't get the shot to fall, battles for the rebound, and it's a held ball. It's going to belong to the Lady Cardinals. Autumn Williams is going to check back into the game for the Lady Cards. 5'9" sophomore out of Kennedale, Texas. She's going to check in for Kiana Smith. Lady Cardinals will have a little bit bigger lineup out on the floor. Not a lot of size in this game. Autumn thought about the 3, turned it down. Mickens for 3. No good. Rebound by Mullins. Mullins with a putback. Good job of Dajay Mullins with the rebound. Saving the Lady Cardinals on that possession. Lead is 14. Rebound is going to go. Oh, Autumn Williams tried to keep it alive, but instead she bats it out of bounds. Lady Cardinals 15-1 on the season, 7-0 in conference play. They've won 13 straight games on the season. They've won 64 straight at home and 61 straight in the conference. Lady Cardinals are going to get called for a blocking foul. That's going to go against Jasmine Spears. That's going to be her third. Coming up on the 8-minute mark now. She's got 3 fouls, so it's something that Gerald Ewing's got to keep in mind. And that's going to send the Lady Rangers to the line for the bonus. 1-1 at the 8:05 mark. Of course, if you're wondering what the longest winning streak is for the Lady Cardinals, if you were in conference play, if you remember, back in 1997, it's really ironic that these are playing, but in 1997, Kurt Butke's team lost to Evelyn Blaylock's Kilgore Lady Rangers in the next last game of the regular season to end a 67-game conference winning streak. Of course, the two teams went on to meet in the regional championship game, and the Lady Cardinals won that one to go on, and they won the national title that year in 1997. Jasmine Spears for 3, short. Lily battles for the rebound, can't win that battle. Here come the Lady Rangers, down 13 points. Dahlia Singleton's getting ready to check back into the game for the Lady Cardinals. And we have an offensive foul going to be charged against Mariah Hopkins with a block. It's going to be her third team foul. Singleton does check back in, going to give Jasmine Spears a breather. (55-42). 20 seconds on the shot clock. Lady Cardinals will no doubt like to reel off a few points here and go ahead and put this one away, but they're not out of harm's way just yet. And credit to the Lady Rangers with the game they played today. Autumn Williams with the drive is real short on that layup, though. Got out of position, but she comes back and is going to be responsible for a held ball here, but that's just due, in fact, to the hustle of Autumn Williams by hustling and keeping that alive after missing the layup. The held ball does go to the Lady Rangers, so they will maintain possession and have 23 seconds to negotiate on the shot clock. Again, we will have the men's game for you following this one. Singleton battles Lily Grant for the rebound and then has to fight off a couple of Lady Rangers who get after her pretty good. There's a lot of diving on the floor, and now Maya's going to be called with the travel, and Roy Thomas wanted a foul called, and he is making his case with the officials. His assistant kind of steps in between them there briefly just to get his attention. Coach Thomas certainly knows how far he can push an official, not literally, but push an official as far as making the case. And Gerald Ewing's not exactly happy. He's going to get his word in edgewise here too. Gerald said if you called the first foul, he wouldn't have come to that. Official says thank you for reminding him of a media timeout. I don't know if that's because he didn't want to forget it or he thinks that everybody needs to kind of cool down just a little bit. So we're at this media timeout. It's 55-42. Lady Cardinals' biggest lead of the game has been 15, 53-38. It's been the biggest lead of the game for the Lady Cardinals to this point. Lady Cardinals, as we mentioned, are trying to win for the 65th straight time at home and for the 62nd straight time in the conference. Cardinal cheerleaders are out there quietly entertaining during this timeout. Public address announcer Harold Jones is really entertaining the crowd on our 2-year-old video board that we have here at Cardinal Gym. And he always makes some great selections in the crowd. If you hear some reaction in the background, it's the crowd reacting to things that Harold is showing on the video board.
Pretty neat feature.
Maya Singleton is going to be called for the foul. That's going to be her 4th personal foul. So Lady Cardinals up 13 now. They've got, a couple of players with 4 fouls each, don't they?
Well, that was her 3rd by my count, and that's what the board's got. But they do have a few with 3.
Okay.
Jasmine's got 3. She's got 3. Matlock's got 4.
Okay, they had updated the board before I looked up at it then. Free throw attempt is no good, so it doesn't cost the Lady Cardinals anything. Lady Cardinals will be shooting on the next Kilgore foul. Maya in heavy traffic, misses the shot, misses the putback, misses the second putback. The Kilgore fans thought she went over the back to get that second rebound. Lady Cardinals really need to play some great defense here, and credit Kiana Smith with forcing a held ball, and that will be a turnover because the possession does go to the Lady Cardinals.
Going back to Maya Singleton now, I'm not being no call apologist here, but one thing that she does have is very long arms, and you saw how long her arms were on both of those possessions where she's just reaching up and snatching the rebound away. So she's got 7 rebounds for the game.
Smith gets the ball down low to Lely. Lely puts up the short jumper, no good. Offside rebound goes to Hopkins, number 11. Here come the Lady Rangers trying to cut into a 13-point deficit with 5:48 and counting left in the game. Of course, the Lady Rangers can't be quite as content to using a lot of the shot clock now because the game is running pretty long. Three-point attempt is no good. Hustling to get her own rebound, although she stepped on the sideline, was Robin Smith. A great hustle play by Robin Smith. Jasmine Spears is checking back into the game, as is Charisma Matlock. Matlock's got 4 fouls. Lady Cardinals, I'm sure Gerald Ewings want to make a final push here now and try to go ahead and ice this one away. Give Kilgore credit with this effort today. Not that it's a lost cause just yet, but they've really come in here and played well on the Lady Cardinals home court as Jasmine Spears makes a move down low, loses the ball, but they're going to say it was the last touch by the Lady Rangers.
Yeah, Mariah Hopkins had reached in as Jasmine spun around there and kind of got her hand on the ball.
Nice job by Autumn Williams of spotting Jasmine Spears down low. Jazz misses the shot. Lily with the rebound in the putback, and it will not fall. And that's going to be Hopkins being charged with a foul, and that's going to be her 4th. So Lily will go to the free throw line, Jason. She's already got 20 points in the game. So
8 rebounds as well.
Still got a shot at a double-double. Had a big scoring game. This free throw attempt finds its way in, and Dominic is going to check back in now with 4 fouls for the Lady Rangers. So it's go times for both teams now, Jason, as we approach the 5-minute mark. Second free throw attempt is good by Lily. She's now got 22 points.
4 or 5 from the line as well.
Yeah, the Lady Rangers have got to step things up a little bit now offensively because they're down 15 points, which is the biggest lead of the game. And a nice drive, just as I say that, from Adriana Edwards, who's had a really big game for the Lady Rangers. She averages 9.4 points a game.
Well, that's her 10th. She becomes the first Lady Ranger to go into double figures.
And just like that, see the Lady Cardinals turn it over. You just can't come down and follow up a good possession by the Lady Rangers and turn the ball over like that without getting a shot. Maya Singleton in for Lely. So let's see if the Lady Rangers have one last push in them. They're going to need it here. They're going to need to step things up just a little bit. They don't have to rush shots, but it's getting close to it. Just let's say that Autumn Williams comes up with a steal. She doesn't have numbers, but she's going to be authoritative and go at the goal. She's going to get the bucket to fall and draw the foul. Autumn Williams, playing like a sophomore, should play down the stretch of the game. A sophomore who already has one national championship ring and wants another.
It's her 6-point, and she's 2 of 2 from the line.
Not a big scoring game for Autumn necessarily, but she's had an active game, though. She's been in on a lot of plays defensively.
And she changes a lot of shots.
She's the type player that really has to step it up down the stretch of the season as we get closer to regional tournament time. And Maya Singleton comes up with a turnover. Yeah, she batted the ball in the air, and Dominic lost sight of where she was, and she caught the ball out of bounds. So that's a turnover forced by Maya Singleton. Autumn Williams for 3. Autumn Williams for 3.
Just like that.
Pressure defense, turnover forced by Maya Singleton. And the Lady Cardinals are going to turn it back over, and that's not going to turn out the way they want it to turn out. But, man, that's just a great exchange there. Forcing the turnover after they got the three-pointer. 63-44 is now the biggest lead of the game. 19-point lead. It didn't seem like that, did it? Still plenty of game left, but, man, that just came out of nowhere, the spurt that we were talking about. Dominic goes to the free throw line. 1-and-1. Free throw is good. That's just her 5th point of the game. It seems like she's had a bigger scoring game than that, but she's had a very active game. And she gets the second one to fall. And we have a timeout to Kilgore. So with 4:16 left, 63-46 Lady Cardinals, Roy Thomas is going to pull his squad aside and make plans for this final stretch of the game and trying to find some way somehow to muster enough against the Lady Cardinals defensively to get a spurt that can get them back into the game, because it's kind of starting to slip away now. And now, as opposed to earlier in the game, it's later and the clock's not on their side.
Yeah, and if you're the Lady Cardinals, of course they've always got that go offense, but at this point, if you're Kilgore, if Trinity Valley just slows the ball down a little bit, you're in a lot of trouble with this kind of lead.
No doubt. And the Lady Cardinals have been pretty good. They were excellent from the free throw line in the first half. Now, I don't know how has that held up for the game, but they were at one point, 11 of 12 from the free throw line.
Yeah, I'd have to count it up here, Benny. They've been pretty good. Give me just a second. (18 of 20).
18 of 20. Wow. Any coach in America, anywhere, takes that any day.
No doubt.
I didn't realize it was that good.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Well, the men's game will follow this one. About 20 minutes after this one's over with, they'll get started, and I expect that to be a very physical game. And both games were they played 3 times last year, because they actually played in the regional tournament. Last year in the women's side, in the 2 games, the Lady Cardinals won in Kilgore 75-48, and then won here at Cardinal Gym 63-41, Jason, in a game similar to this one score-wise. Matlock with a drive and converts. Nice job of using the shot clock that time. It was down to about 5 when the Lady Cardinals got off the shot and scored the points. And Kiana Smith's going to be called with the foul away from for the shot, I should say, on the drive. Destiny Clemson's going to check back into the game for the Lady Rangers, number 3. Going to the free throw line is going to be Akpon, number 5.
She's 1 of 2. She has 8 points.
And this free throw attempt is long and bangs off the back of the iron.
Kilgore is just 4 of 10, Benny, from the line right now.
And the second one is good. So again, the Lady Cardinals inbounds, not in a big hurry. Can't put the ball in a deep freeze, obviously, because of a 30-second shot clock, but you can milk the clock. Williams for three, no good. Long rebound goes to Edwards. Autumn Williams, there she is again getting her hand on the ball. Doesn't come away with the steal, but she does force, well, no, the Lady Rangers are going to keep the ball. I thought they had turned it over. We'll pass along any conference scores we get in the men's game from the women's side.
Good steal by Lily Grant there.
So about 23 turnovers now for the Lady Rangers. Kiana Smith for three, in and out. Rebound goes to Leday. Jumper's no good. Nice job of Dominic of recovering the rebound, a long rebound. A lot of steps taken in. Nice jumper over in the corner by Leday.
6 points for Leday.
Gerald Ewing's going to call a timeout. Wants us to talk about this last 2 minutes and 4 seconds worth of strategy. Lady Cardinals in control now, 65-49. It hasn't been easy. Give that to Kilgore's credit. They've come in here and played scrappy ball game today. At times executed their offensive and defensive schemes very well. It's very characteristic of a Roy Thomas coach team. Looking forward to the men's game. Cardinals, of course, are ranked number 19 in the nation. They've been as high as number 4 this season. They're currently tied with Navarro atop the East Zone standings of Region 14 Conference. Kilgore has struggled a little bit, but they're certainly not out of the picture. It's way too early in the conference schedule for anybody to be out of anything. See Dr. Glendon Forgy there, the president of Trinity Valley Community College, standing to stretch his legs. You see other members of the crowd in attendance. Cardettes leaving the floor after entertaining. Feel a lot more like basketball starting next week, Jason, once the student body returns to campus and all our performing groups are here.
Yeah, no doubt. Great crowd, though, here tonight.
Oh, it is. It really is.
But you're right. When you get those students back in here, it's a whole different ball game.
Turnover by the Lady Cardinals. And credit Kiana Smith for drawing the charge, or the push-off, I should say. Not pretty tight quarters down the right in front of the Lady Cardinal bench. I really couldn't see it, but I don't have the striped shirt on either, so it's above my pay grade. Under 2 minutes now to go. And two teams exchange turnovers. How many times have we seen that today? At least 3 times that I know of.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Jazz makes a real physical move and goes in and attacks the goal and is going to draw the foul. I believe that's going to go against number 3, Destiny Clemson. Like I said, it's going to be charged number 25, Leday.
I mean, you know.
He could have picked
somebody.
Somebody fouled. As Jason mentioned, the Lady Cardinals are 18 of 20 from the free throw line. And they are continuing that great stretch of free throw shooting right now.
Jasmine, she's 3 of 3 now from the line. That's her 5th point. Of course, she's made some major contributions on the boards and defensively.
You know, I mentioned earlier that the last time the Lady Cardinals had a real long conference winning streak of 67, it was Kilgore who snapped it back in 1997. But the Lady Cardinals, if they hold on to this lead, they're going to win at home for the 65th straight time. And the last team to beat the Lady Cardinals here at Cardinal Gym was Kilgore back on the first week of January in 2010. Lady Cardinals have not lost at home since then. So Kilgore has snapped a couple of Lady Cardinal, or snapped one long one, and we're going after snapping a second long one today. Winning streak on the Lady Cardinals' part. Three-pointer from long range, no good. Singleton pulls a rebound. Just over a minute left in this one. 67-49, Lady Cardinals.
That's her 8th rebound. One of 3 Lady Cardinals with at least 8 rebounds tonight.
Spears dishes it off to Matlock on the wing. Back to Kiana Smith. Back down low to Singleton. And goes out of bounds off Akpon for the Lady Rangers with 13 seconds left on the shot clock and exactly 1 minute left in the game. So the Lady Cardinals are going to win for the 16th time this season. Going to stay undefeated in conference play at 8-0. Autumn Williams for 3. Autumn Williams for 3.
She's up 13 points now, Benny, with her second 3 there.
Drive is no good. Batted out of bounds off the Lady Rangers, and he'll go to the Lady Cardinals. And with 41.2 seconds, they can't do the dribble out just yet, so they'll have to attempt at least one more shot, up 70-49. It wasn't always the prettiest thing, but it was efficient, and you never have to apologize for what a win looks like. Lady Cardinals are going to take the shot clock down as far as they can before they try to move into shooting gear. 5 on the shot clock. Autumn Williams for 3, no good. Jasmine Spears, now they can dribble it out. And that's what they'll do. So the Lady Cardinals, ranked number 13 in the nation. They've won 3 straight national titles. They're going to improve to 16-1 on the season, 8-0 in the conference. The Lady Rangers came in and fought gamely, but they're going to fall to 5-11 overall and 2-7 in the conference. We'll give Jason just a second to get his final totals figured out, and we'll give you the scoring for the game. And then we'll step away and take a break and reset things for the men's game, which is the second half of our doubleheader today. Again, our final score was the Lady Cardinals 70 and the Lady Rangers 49. Lady Cardinals have now won 65 straight at home and 62 straight in the conference. They go to Tyler on Wednesday night to play TJC at 5:30 p.m. That game will be aired audio on KCKL 95.9 FM and online at kcklfm.com. Jason, wrap up the scoring for us.
Well, okay, Ben, again, we'll start with the Lady Rangers. They had one person in double figures, Adriana Edwards. She had 10 points and 3 rebounds. Imabong Akpon had 9 points, 2 rebounds. Robin Smith had 7 points, and then you had Prafans Dominic, Deshanta Lede, and Crystal Nero with 6 points each to wrap up the Lady Rangers Day there. Lady Cardinals had 22 points and 9 rebounds from Lily Grant, 13 points from Autumn Williams, who came on very strong, obviously, in the second half. 8 points, 8 rebounds for Maya Singleton, 6 points, 9 rebounds for Jasmine Spears.
So that's going to wrap it up, folks, for the first half of our doubleheader. We thank you for joining us for this presentation of Lady Cardinal basketball. We'll be back in approximately 20 minutes for the start of the men's game. And until then, we'll see you in a little while.